This podcast is a member of the Place to Be Nation family. Visit us at placetobenation.com, the only place to be in your pop culture world.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's time to grab your popcorn and your drink, take your seat, and always silence your cell phones. The next showing of Place to Be Nation's Laugh-In Theater with Andy Atherton is about to begin.
Place to Be Nation, welcome back to the theater, the Laugh-In Theater. I am your host, Andy Atherton. Thank you for joining me tonight. Tonight, another funny, hysterical movie. A movie that I could kind of, sympathize with. Not sympathize, but, relate to, because I've made many trips to the restaurant in this movie's title. But we'll get to that in just a few minutes. But first, let me get my guest in here. He is one of my co-hosts on a newish show. We've had 4 episodes so far here on the Pop feed. That is Blockbuster Rewind. Mr. Scott Shifflett. Scott, what's up tonight, my friend?
What's up, Andy? How are you doing tonight?
I'm good. Thank you for joining me. Like I said, you are my co-host over on Blockbuster Rewind, along with Eric Eels. We have a great time. We're off to a great start. Can you believe we've already done 4 episodes? We're doing our 5th one very soon in this month of October. Really looking forward to it. And you actually are steering the ship this time for the first time ever, right?
Yes, I will be taking over for your job as the main host for that. You've been guiding the ship for the first 4. I'm taking the reins over, as many people who listen to the podcast know. Every month, either myself, Andy, or Eric chooses a blockbuster to talk about. And this month, I'm picking Scream for Halloween. I look forward to talking about that. It's one of my favorite horror movie series, and we have Scott Criscolo, who's going to be our guest host for that, the PTB and Podfather, so it should be interesting. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun time. First time we're delving into the horror genre. I love all those movies, 2, 3, but we'll talk about it, how much fun they are, how they are aware and pay homage to many other horror movies. So a lot of great stuff is going to come out of that episode. I'm really looking forward to it. So, but Scott, you are part of the family here, Place to Be Nation. I like to call it a dysfunctional but loving family. How did you get here, though? How did you find Place to Be Nation? Some people go all the way back to the message boards. Other people just say, I'm looking for wrestling podcasts. Some people find you on Facebook or Twitter, whatever. How did you come to become part of Place to Be Nation?
So in August of 2012, I moved to Nashville, Tennessee from Charlottesville, Virginia. And that's a nice 9-hour drive. And I was like, I need something to listen to on this drive while I move. And I had dabbled in wrestling podcasts, and I had discovered the history of WWE.com. And on there, they had the gold standard, the mothership. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh, they're going through all of the WWF pay-per-views. This sounds amazing. So I was like, I want to do one I don't know that much about. So I started with This Tuesday in Texas, and I listened from This Tuesday to Texas all the way till when they did the reset, and I'm still listening now. And I reached out to Justin on Facebook because he used to say if you wanted to join the Facebook message group, just reach out to him on Facebook. And I reached out to him, I think before WrestleMania 30, and that's when I joined and started talking to everyone in the group chat and going to the website and everything. And it's how I met you guys. I met you, Andy, and we started the Blockbuster Rewind podcast and all the other podcasts I've been on.
Yeah, a lot of fun. Yeah. It's always interesting how people find their way here. Some of us, like for me, I've told everybody, I knew Scott Criscolo on and off for years. Like, we were acquaintances. One of my best friends is actually a good friend of his, and we actually have worked in the same building for the last 20 years. Well, I don't think he's been there as long as I have, but yeah, so many conversations in stairwells, he's gone his way to do something, I'm on my way to do something, and we just sit there, start chatting about wrestling, and our voices were carrying and stuff. So it was a lot of fun. But yeah, it's a good time had by all here at PlayStation Nation. So, but we're not here to talk wrestling tonight, although we find a way to put wrestling in every show. We're here to watch a movie. And Scott, what movie did you pick for us to watch tonight?
Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle.
Yes, very funny movie from 2004, starring John Cho, Cal Penn, Neil Patrick Harris, Anthony Anderson, Fred Willard, Chris Maloney, Ryan Reynolds, David Krumholtz, Eddie K. Thomas, and Ethan Embry. Lots of funny people, I just said, in that cast. And it was quite funny. Like I mentioned this in my open that I visited White Castle. I didn't mention it by name, but growing up, because I'm from Yonkers, New York, originally, same town as Tommy Dreamer. And my father had, my parents are from the Bronx, and they had lots of White Castles down there. And my father had one near his office. He had an Allstate office for many years. And that was one of our treats he would bring home all the time, would be fresh White Castles. Not that crap you find them in the freezer section in your supermarket. No offense, that's not real White Castles. And also, you don't put cheese on a White Castle, in my opinion. That's just the way it is. Do you eat White Castle, Scott? Have you ever had one?
Well, I'm just going to lead off the podcast with this story. I was hoping to bring it up during the movie, but I'll just do it now. So,
okay.
Like I said, I grew up in Charlottesville, outside of Charlottesville, Virginia, a small town, Greene County. The movie came out. I watched it with some friends. We were like, oh my goodness, this is hilarious. Well, when I was a freshman in college in 2008, the summer of 2008, me and my buddies were like, hey, let's go to White Castle on a lurch, like on a Thursday. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I got to work tomorrow, because we looked it up. The closest one was 8 hours away in Ohio.
Oof.
So we got in. So I got off of work at 3 o'clock, called my mom, was like, hey, I'm driving to Ohio. She's like, what the hell's wrong with you? I was like, there's nothing really else to do in this town. So so me and two of my buddies, we got in the car and drove 8 hours and it took us a little bit longer than 8 hours because we didn't get to White Castle till about 2 o'clock in the morning. This is after the first one we went to was closed, so we went to a 24-hour one, like we see in this movie, and we ate a couple in the store and then drove back home. We didn't get in till about noon that Saturday, and I slept the rest of the time, but I bought one of the briefcase full of White Castle.
The Crave Case, yes.
Yes, and had that. We each had one of that. The whole car smelled like White Castle, and I ate those for the next week and a half, and gave some to my parents and everything. My mom. I remember I came home. My mom's like, "You look exhausted." I was like, "I got about 3 hours of sleep since Friday when I went to bed Thursday night to Friday." So we made the drive. My friends were like, my other friends that didn't go were like, "The hell's wrong with you?" I was like, "We didn't really have anything else to do," and we decided it's a once in a lifetime thing. But since I moved to, and another story about White Castle, like I said, I live in Nashville now, and I had some friends come from Virginia, and we partied down in Nashville, and we went to White Castle, just drunk out of our minds, and ate it, and it was the greatest White Castle I ever had, because I was so drunk that when you're that drunk, everything tastes great. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have some, and I'll share them as we go through the movie. But yeah, I've done trips similar like that. That's a great story, man. Because I've done trips where a bunch of us are hanging out, and it's like, oh, let's go to Atlantic City. It's 1 o'clock in the morning on a Thursday, so let's go. All right, fine, let's go to Atlantic City. God, geez. That's the best part about being young. You can do that stupid shit. So how come you picked it? Is it because of that story that it has a special place?
Yeah, I think it does. We were talking back and forth with it, and I was like, I haven't seen it in a while, because I've watched the first two movies a bunch of times, and I was like, I remember liking it a lot, and it'd be nice to see it through 2020 eyes, where after watching it earlier, some of the jokes don't really age that well, but I still think it's a pretty decent watch.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I was thinking of a movie earlier. I'm like, oh, I can never do that. It was a different movie. I don't know if you've ever seen it, The Toy. I'm like, I can never do that movie. It does not age well at all. No, it's not. But same with this one too. I've actually never seen the sequel, so maybe I'll visit after this. But so when did you first see it, though? Is this something you saw in theaters?
No, I did not. For someone who loves going to the movies and everything, I didn't see this in theaters. I didn't see a lot of movies in theaters until I got older and started having my own money. I saw a bunch of movies on DVD. So this I saw probably in my same buddy's basement. I think we just watched that in Guantanamo Bay, Escape from Guantanamo Bay back to back. So I watched it in his basement more than likely.
Yeah, I don't think I saw this in theaters either. I was at the time of my life when I don't think I was going to movies that much because I think my daughter was like 18 months to 2 years old. So that's a time when you're lucky just to, watch TV uninterrupted when you have kids that young.
And people frown when you bring babies to theaters.
Yes. I was at the theater one time seeing The Expendables, and a girl had a baby in a carriage or something in a carriage, but I don't know. And also Talladega Nights was also, somebody had one in a carrier.
Jesus.
So that's fun. Apologies if you hear my dog drinking water in the back. He just won't shut up tonight while we're recording. Making noise. Anyway, so we're going to start the movie in just a minute. But first, kind of talk about what's going on here at Place to Be Nation. All kinds of great stuff here on the Place to Be Nation pop feed. You have shows like that I host. We have previous episodes of Laugh in Theater, Pop Goes to Classics. There's actually 2 Pop Goes to Classics series. There's one long-term series that is myself, Miranda Berthold, and Steve Riddle. We're going through all the Disney classics, as well as Scott Criscolo and Tech. They're going through all the James Bond. They're about 3 ways through it right now, so there should be more episodes. That's dropping pretty much every Friday. Don't forget also, It Was a Thing on TV. That's where the guys discuss rare, obscure, short-lived shows. We have Diamond Conversations, the great baseball interview. Matty Souza with Piece of the Action. That Matt does about one of those a month. The last episode had Drew Wardlaw on March Commando, talking about Blockbuster Rewind. Also, another new show that I'm the moderator of, and Scott, you've been a panelist and will continue to be a panelist here and there, that is Making Mount Rushmore. That is a lot of fun. A new episode should be out in a couple of weeks, as well as check out Telly and T. That is Ben and Miranda's show that will be kicking off very soon. There is a preview up on the feed. Don't forget, check out the Place to Be Nation Wrestling Network, a deep dive into topics running the gamut from today's WWE through yesteryear. It includes Place to Be Podcast, Main Event, Jenny and the Gems, PTB NXT, the NWA Saturday Special, NWH Crock and Roll, Chicken Salad, Special Relations, Highway to the Impact Zone, so much more. If you're a wrestling fan, please subscribe today if you haven't already. Don't forget the Jenny position, that's Jennifer Smith's feed. That is home to Geek and Sassy, Talking Pop, Freak Out Driving, The Journey Through Infinity. You heard about Pluto, Bianca's First Time, much more. And also the North-South Connection, brought to you by JT Rosero, Chad Campbell, and Aaron George, the home for Wrestling Warzone, No Holds Barred, Extreme Three-Way Dance, Ruthlessly Aggressive Podcast, Carolina Dreaming, Shrink Wrap, Jeff Learns Wrestling, much more. Don't forget, check out all the stuff going on at PlaceMation.com each and every day. Fresh takes, new voices, articles for all great pop culture and sports. All the feeds, all the podcasts are posted on the website. So that's your way to get to them if you don't want to go through iTunes or anything like that. So, all that out of the way. Scott, are you ready to start watching Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle?
Yes, I am.
So, for those of you at home, Scott and I are watching it on Hulu, and we both have it queued up at about 0:00. So, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Okay, on my count. 3, 2, 1, play. All right, and the New Line Cinema slate is coming in.
I remember always loving that logo as a kid. It means something,
Cool.
new movie or something.
Yeah, New Line had a great run for a while. Mm-hmm. So we just got trying to make sure everybody's queued up. We got we got a shot of a building here. Danny Lehner here. Oh God, Cubicle Farm. Somewhat similar to my office when we're actually there.
Ethan Embry, I loved him in I Can't Hardly Wait.
Yeah,
it was nice seeing him.
Mm-hmm. Also, Empire Records.
Yes.
And he shows up in one episode of Walking Dead just to get killed off.
I did not know that. That's impressive.
Yeah.
It's nice because they do a little bit of a fake out with this because they make it seem like the movie's going to be about these two douchebags.
Yeah.
And because like, oh, come on, it's Friday night, you need to get laid, so so you think it's going to be about that, but nope.
Oh yeah, it's going to be in the douche in the office, trying to get the, the meek guy to do all your work for you.
Yep.
Like an office bully kind of thing. Oh.
They went the threat of downsizing. It's like a constant threat.
I didn't know much about John Cho when this came out. I think he had only really done the American Pie movies.
Yeah, I had completely forgot about him being in the American Pie movies until I watched the American Pie movies back. Yeah. And I never heard of a Kal Penn at all before, this came out. But then, everyone, he's hilarious.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, he's pretty funny in this. He's kind of a dick in this, actually. I think.
Oh, 100%. But it's just funny how it just comes off as like so much stuff like we still use as quotable stuff. Like you see like the license plate that says "Ladies Man," he gets let out, and you're like, oh, this is what the movie's going to be about. Nope.
Let's see. Yeah, he mostly did. Did he do Taj, like that thing, whatever that was? Was that before or after?
That was after they gave
it to him
after this movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he also did he do like House or something?
Yeah, he did that afterwards as well. Mm-hmm. And then I think he like got into politics or something.
Yeah.
But I don't know what he does now.
I think it was a speechwriter. Now he's got a show. He's had a couple of shows that came out. There's the great late Fred Willard.
Oh yeah, and he was in Designated Survivor too. I liked him in that. I watched that show. It was a cool premise with everything, like all the president getting and all the senators and House Republicans getting wiped out, and then the Designated Survivor takes over. It was a nice premise, but it went off the rails because they had like 5 different showrunners in 3 seasons, which is pretty impressive in network television. So a lot of different heads right there. But look at this nice, cool old flip phone.
Yeah.
When did you get your first phone?
Oh God, I had it probably like late 90s, 2000, around there.
Okay.
Yeah, I definitely I remember having it on 9/11. Why that sparks in my head, but yeah. So I had it probably like in 2000, around there, probably at least. So Kumar was he trying to get into med school? Is that what he's trying to do?
Yeah, trying to get into med school. Has an interview. His dad's a doctor, and so is his brother. Mm-hmm. The only reason he's applying for this is so his dad will keep paying for his apartments. It's shown that he has perfect MCAT scores. He's just a slacker. So maybe that's what a lot of people can, everyone thinks they're smart and just a slacker.
God, look at that old computer. Oof.
HP right there.
Yeah. Look at that. And he's very, anal retentive.
When I was watching this, I was thinking, I was like, this is like a 2000s version of The Odd Couple.
Yeah.
Because you have, and which, I wouldn't have thought of when I saw the movie, but it's very is like The Odd Couple. Like you have one that's uptight and very clean, and the one who's, lazy, kind of, rough around the edges.
Oh, yeah. This is in New Jersey. Hoboken, I've actually never hung out in Hoboken, but Hoboken is a good bar town.
Okay. Yeah, I was just wondering about that. So then you're introduced to these assholes who are always scream extreme. They say some racial stuff.
Drinking Mountain Dew, probably.
Yeah, no, that does get brought up that they do drink Mountain Dew and like Doritos and everything, and they take Harold's parking spot, and then you see how anal Harold is when he keeps backing up and everything to make sure he's perfectly correct when he was right the first time, and now he's getting on the elevator with his hot neighbor. And
oh yeah,
who I will say they did do a good job. She is extremely attractive.
I don't know who this actress is.
The only thing I know that she was in was, did you watch the show The Shield?
No.
Okay, she was in the later seasons of that.
Oh, okay. It's always awkward, that hot girl you always see like in the office or in your building, and then you get the moment you're in the elevator with her, and you're like,
Hey, what's going on? Oh, okay, cool. Or just do what I do and just have headphones in the whole time when I was in the office.
All right, so she's been in Warehouse 13, Devious Maids, other stuff like that. Yeah, you said The Shield, so.
And it looks like, Harold's spitting that hot fire to her, making her laugh and everything. And, he's like, won't you come hang out with me? And then you'll see, oh, wait, that was just all in his head.
This is inner monologue.
Yes.
So geography-wise, just so you know, Hoboken is right over the bridge. It's really it's northern New Jersey. Mm-hmm. It's like a lot of people you can commute to and from the city very easily from there.
Okay, the only time I've ever been in New Jersey is I flew there because
you're lucky.
I had to get to Philly, and I flew in there and was picked up and driven to Philly because it was cheaper. So that's the amount of time I spent in New Jersey, and they lost my bag. So they're great.
Yeah, I spent a lot of time in Jersey. Actually, my family has a house down there, so. But it's all right. I mean, they're in Central Jersey, so it's not that bad.
And then I love the 50 Cent poster that shows that it's early 2000s. That's Get Rich or Die Trying right there. And, they have a giant apartment. I would want my dad to keep paying for it as well.
Oh yeah. Oh my God, what a shithole Kumar's room is.
Yeah. You see how it's like you said, it's a shithole, and then you walk in the Harold's room and it's all nice, prim and proper. And...
Oh man, what would you do if you walk in your roommate's, manscaping in your room?
Oh, I would kill him. Be like, please stop showing me this. Just go, walk away, and you can keep the scissors. Because he trims his nose hairs with them. And he's like, I've been cutting my ass hair with them for the past 6 months.
That's pretty gross.
Yeah, that is pretty disgusting.
Oh, God.
See, that's what I say with, the Odd Couple thing. He has, the dustbuster right there.
Yeah. He hides his weed in his MCAT book.
And do you see his shirt right here? It's so funny. It's the first time when I was that old. It says, I love Bush, the pussy, not the president. And I just remember seeing that. I was just like, Jesus. I didn't know those shirts existed at the time. I was, 16, 17 years old. I was like, that's amazing.
Yeah, and then it shows that, Harold, and probably was wild at one point, because they're sitting there getting high together.
Yep. And they're discussing 16 Candles and how Harold loves it. And I've never seen that movie. Have you?
Oh yeah, many times. Dude, I grew up in the 80s. I'm a little bit older than you. But yeah. I mean the racially insensitive long duck dong. But yeah, what's happening, hot stuff? It is funny. It is a funny movie though. Anthony Michael Hall is pretty hysterical in it. No more Yankee my wanky.
And I love this commercial, the marijuana kills, where he smokes weed. He's like, nothing can hurt me, and puts a gun in his mouth. And then he goes, we're so high, and he goes, I'm not low. And me and my buddy would say that all the time. It's like, we're so, we wouldn't even be stoned. It's like, we're so high, we're not low. Just one of those things from the movie that sticks with you.
Yeah.
And they have the munchies, and this is where they want the perfect food. And they see the White Castle commercial.
Oh, yeah, White Castles, yeah, it's funny. If you go late at night, no matter what time of day, White Castles takes forever. Like, I stop at a White Castle's in New Jersey whenever I come home from my aunt's. We go down there a couple times this summer. And I will stop there, and then I'll bring some for my parents. And literally 20 minutes waiting in the drive-thru. It like takes forever. Little hamburgers takes forever. I don't get it.
So how many do you usually get? Do you get like the suitcase that I got, or
it depends? Like, because my kids don't really eat it. I mean, my son likes the chicken rings, but then I go over to the Jewish guys, Eddie K. Thomas and David Crumholtz here.
Yes,
and it's pretty funny. If I'm bringing it for like my parents, I get a Crave Case. If it's just me, I'll get like a sack of 10, and I'll try not to eat it in one sitting. But no, it never works.
And this is what I love. It's like they're like, you get to see Katie Holmes' boobs, which is a total 2004 thing because not that many people have dial-up internet, or But now, like, you'd be like, oh, I can just bring that up on my phone type deal. And as you can see, they're smoking and everything too, and they say they're with each other.
You don't want to suck on this.
They have a phallic bong. So.
Yeah, they're very over the top Jewish with the way they talk. Even have one of those things on their. I don't know what they're called, but those are the things that Jewish people put on their rooms, and you touch it. You have to run your finger down it, and like I don't know if it blesses you or whatever when you walk into a room. That's what they have, a naked lady version of it.
Oh, okay, that's what that was. And the hot girl's about to get on the elevator, and Harold makes sure the door closes so he doesn't have to talk to her.
Because they're high as you know what.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was one time leaving a company Christmas party, and one of my friends was like, I've never been to White Castle. So we ended up at White Castle, like, literally 45 minutes in the drive-thru at 2 in the morning. Oh, here are the Mountain Dew guys, extreme.
Yep. Let's go get ourselves some fucking Mountain Dew. So see the extreme supposed badasses. They're the worst. So it starts off their trip to get. So with this coming up here, it's with Toll Boost. Like, do they not have like the Fast Pass?
I don't. Yeah, they have Easy Pass.
Okay,
but I don't know if they have it. I mean, this is the Garden State Parkway, which is a pain in the balls because there are tolls so often, and they're all like 35 cents. Well, I mean, this is 2004, so I'm sure it's more. I haven't been on the Garden State in a number of years. But yeah, I remember back like in the late 90s, if you wanted to go to Cape May or Wildwood, which is like all the way South Jersey, you literally had to buy a roll of tokens to make your life easier at like the first toll you hit, because you will go through the entire roll on the way down and back.
That's stupid. There's got to be a better way with that. I've never understood that.
It depends on what part of the state you want to go to. That's what it is, because there's a New Jersey Turnpike also. I mean, the thing about the Garden State, though, there's no trucks.
Okay.
Because it's a parkway.
And this is one of my favorite scenes in the movie, where he throws the weed away and they get paranoid. And they're
they're in Newark, yeah.
So
Newark is not the... Place? Yeah, kind of. I mean, I've only been to Newark like once or twice, They have the arena there, and yeah, you see that? Yeah, Newark has a reputation.
I love it. It's like, look, it's the lame version of us, and they get their ass beat. Oh, it's great. And I've seen this try to be like edited like on FX or something, and it's just so funny how they like try to get rid of the F-bombs and everything.
New Brunswick is a college town. I think trying to think what college is there. Use the presets. Your life is a preset. There's a lot. Yeah, there's a few college towns in Jersey, but like every town in New Jersey, like looks very similar. It's hysterical. Oh. They have like the same set. Like every short town is the same. It looks the same way. It's hysterical. It's Jersey.
Dirty Jersey, from what I've been told.
It depends. The Burger Shack.
So they get to where the White Castle was, and it's a Burger Shack now. And Anthony Anderson.
Fat Anthony Anderson.
Do you watch Blackish?
No, but I like him now.
He's hilarious in that show.
I remember when he was one of Jim Carrey's sons in Me, Myself, and Irene. That was one of the first times I saw him.
I love that movie. My favorite line is like, "Why are they so dark? It's the Italian in them." It's just because Jim Carrey's character's in denial, and he's like, "The Italian brings out the darkness," and it's just a line that stuck with me for years.
He gives him the skinny wear. There's a White Castle 45 minutes away. Forget about the med school thing. Burger Shack boy for 3 years. The burgers here just don't cut it.
Have you ever worked in fast food?
Not really. The closest I came was I worked at a bowling alley, and I had to work the snack bar, so I did have to make like hamburgers and hot dogs and mozzarella sticks and that kind of stuff and fries. But that's the closest I came to fast food.
Yeah, I like this. Come on, Pookie, let's burn this down. And like tearing up the shop and everything.
Have you ever worked in fast food?
Do you consider Quiznos fast food?
I mean, I love Quiz. I used to love that. They're not around anymore, really, right?
I don't think so. I worked there my senior year of high school. I had to, when I got my car, my parents were like, "Hey, you're gonna have to pay this car insurance and your gas." And I was like, "All right," because I had bought the car for $500, so I didn't have to make car payments. But I worked at Quiznos, making $6.50 an hour. And one thing I could never remember is how to make any of the subs. They always had a cheat sheet there, and I would just look at it. My boss was like, "You've been here 8 months," and I was like, "To be honest, I really don't care about these damn subs." So
there's semen in the secret sauce at the Burger Shack. Ugh.
Animal semen.
I used to love the turkey bacon guac. Was my go-to at Quiznos.
I used to. I would cut the subs wrong, so then I could like make a small little sandwich for myself. Because even when like the 50% discount, I still couldn't even afford, like, because I was a broke high school student at the time, working 18 hours a week, and all my money was going to gas and my car insurance, and I couldn't afford to like eat out and stuff for that dinner. So I would just like, "Oh, I cut it wrong, sorry," and then make a little sub and scarf it down when my boss was in the back. So it looks like Princeton's one of those colleges that are in that town.
Yeah, well, Princeton is like it's the only Ivy League school in Jersey. So
okay.
Gosh, she calls him a Twinkie. Sydney kept yellow on the outside, white on the inside.
Then he calls him a Twinkie bitch.
Twinkies are good. So it's something I crave once in a while.
I like Star Crunch. I know not in the same family, but that's like my go-to.
I don't even know what that is.
Oh, it's good. It's like the Little Debbie part of it's like a Star Crunch. So they're in Princeton trying to buy weed. No one wants to buy it from. Which
he's looking for weed. You got to find the guy with the hemp pull over here.
I call them drug rugs. Everyone I knew that had one was a stoner.
Yeah, pretty much. Same way when I was in college. This guy's got a shit ton of weed. Jesus. It's his baby. Oh my God. Oh, there's what's his face. Oh, jeez.
Is that Bobby Kim?
Bobby Kim. Oh, he's hysterical.
Bobby Lee.
Bobby Lee.
Yeah.
Are you true? You're an analyst for Brewster Keane?
Yeah, he was in Mad Men. I thought he was hilarious in that. I mean, Mad TV.
Yes, Mad TV. And he was also kind of nuts like on other things that he's been in.
He was in Pineapple Express, which is a great movie.
Mm-hmm. And he, this is, but no, he's like he has like a reputation of being nuts. And doing,
really?
Like, outlandish shit, yeah.
I know that.
It's Kumar negotiating. Yeah, dealers at Ivy League schools are not the same as dealers at other schools. Hey, loser.
Hey, what's up, George? I smoke buds with George all the time.
I'm a business hippie.
We all know that one person who smoked himself stupid. So,
So this is like the Young Asian American Club or something like that. That he's and he hates his job, but he's got to be nice because these guys are like all excited about hearing about being
a business analyst.
Yeah. Have some kind of party. Kenny's mom dropped off kimchi. What is it? I don't even say what that is. Kimchi.
Yeah.
Kimchi. I don't know.
I don't know either. I heard her. I rewound it like 3 times when I watched it the first time, trying to figure out what it was, and I was like, I don't know.
Ah, yeah, these 2 hot chicks. I think they're British chicks or something.
Yeah, they're supposed to be British.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, no one wants to read your lame ass poetry. And he's like, my poetry's good.
What kind of burgers did they get?
They got tacos.
Oh, they got tacos. That's right.
Yes. Which plays into the next scene. The look on his face when he says we're getting laid, bro. It's like, no, you're never gonna be around with me again.
She hates him too much. So much. Roldy. He called him Roldy.
And this makes me think, like, what's the age? Like, I mean, I guess they're just out of college, both of them, because he's still friends with her, and she's in college, obviously. Yeah. So.
Hanging with the Joy Luck Club.
Oh, get busted smoking in the stairwell.
Yeah. This wannabe rent-a-cop here.
That's what the security guards at all the colleges thought they were.
Yeah, pretty much.
We had a couple in our college that were like on the golf carts and thought they were like God's gift, and I was like, come on, what are we doing? Oh, and they're hiding in the girls' bathroom, and the 2 British chicks just walked in, and
yeah, I just looked up. One of those girls has been in a bunch of things. She was in, I think the one with the skirt, the blue top.
Okay.
She was in like 2.5 Men. I think she played like Ashton Kutcher's girlfriend for a while. Uh-oh. The tacos are hitting them.
Yeah.
Oh. Sometimes it's flatulence.
And talk about a scene. This part right here would not age well this year when they peek over to look at them using the bathroom. Yeah.
Oh, that's gross.
That is gross. It's rough.
Do you want to play Battleshits? We've been playing since we were at camp. I know, wait for it. Oh, hit. And you're like, what are they doing?
Dude,
oh.
That's like one thing I did not, like, I enjoyed college, but I did not like in my college, they had like the community bathrooms, and it always felt like, what was I going to find in there?
Harold just called the kid. Kumar is a sick bastard. He's like, I'm going to hold it out. Nope, can't do it. You sank my battleship. That's a lot of paper.
This wad of paper towel, toilet paper. You see the creek. Only one I open my eyes. Jesus.
Oh, this Kenny Park getting down.
Yeah.
Who wants some Buddha? You really screwed up by not coming to this party.
No, they see him.
Ooh. No. Oh, he just hits him with it. Oh, there goes his weed.
But he throws his shoulder into it.
Yeah. Busted.
Hold his throat and groin. And they're back on the road again. Diarrhea twins.
Diarrhea twins. They work pretty hot, those chicks, though.
Yes, they were. They were very attractive. It's just... I love it. It's like, oh, we're on our way to White Castle. It's 45 minutes away. And it's like, come on with this movie. But, like, he gets out to use the bathroom right here. I would never get out on the side of the road to pee. That's how people get murdered.
And you leave your door open and everything.
Yeah.
There's Harold. I'm gonna do some work. Oh, look at raccoon. It's in the car. I almost got attacked by a raccoon once. I was pledging.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was looking for a clue and I couldn't find it for a riddle hunt, and I jumped in a dumpster and there was a raccoon in there.
Oh my god! Did you have to fight it off?
I ran. I just jumped out. Oh, God, that is so... Dude, there's a whole forest. You don't need to stand next to me while I'm peeing.
And that's Jamie Kennedy right there.
Is it? Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Why are you peeing right here? Why'd you pee right next to me?
This is a good bush to pee on.
Nothing beats peeing outside, I'm telling you.
Especially drunk.
And you don't have to aim. You just let it rip. Oh.
Yep.
And usually when you're peeing outside, usually you really got to pee. So it always oh, thank God.
Yeah, I remember I was back home in Charlottesville and we went to a UVA game and we had gotten drunk before that. And then my buddy hit me up and was like, hey, let's go across. I'm having a party at JMU tonight, which is like 45 minutes away from where we were. Do you want to come? And I was like, yeah, I'm bringing some friends with me because I had the DD. And I got in the car, and my buddy was like, do not drink in the back seat while we're driving. Which, if you tell a drunk person don't do something, you're going to do it.
Yeah,
so
pretty much.
I would start coughing every time I would open up a new bottle. Or poke my buddy in the front so he would do something. Yeah. So we get about 5 minutes away, and I'd already killed the 6-pack, and I'm like, I can't hold it anymore. And I'm like, can you please pull over? And he pulls, after he yells at me for drinking in his car, which, yes, it was an asshole move, but I wanted to get drunk. He pulls over in the back of this pool hall, and I pee for 45 seconds behind this dumpster, and I think it's probably the greatest piss I've ever taken. And the whole time my buddy's laughing at me and honking the horn and everything, which our DD was the one that was always sober with us because he's never drank even to this day, and he was our DD growing up and everything when I lived in Virginia. But we put him through hell with it. I feel bad, so this is sort of my apology, Ozzy. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Oh, look at that raccoon. That's funny.
And I love how he's holding on right there and then gets off, and they almost get in a car accident.
Oh, you ever have anything in the car or fly? I've had a bird fly in the car. You're just freaking out.
No, I haven't actually. Surprisingly not.
Look, it's the Jewish guys.
Dude, if they ever did a crossover, if they ever did a spin-off with those guys and you see them during the night, that'd be awesome. Just have them pop up randomly.
Yes.
You see those, that would be great.
I haven't gotten there yet. I think I might have rabies.
The exact opposite of it.
Harold's just I just don't. I'm very woozy. He's wearing a yarmulke. I just noticed that. God.
I just noticed that as well. Hot dog heaven. Is that a real thing in New Jersey, or is that something made up?
I think it's made up. I think it's made up. Yeah, there's no hot dog chains. You know, Beth Israel is a real hospital, but yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, there's free. Well, yeah, but Beth Israel's in Manhattan now.
Oh, okay.
Freehold General. That's not the Freehold. I've actually been to the. Those are guys that got beat up earlier.
He's like, I know. Let's just go.
No, I've actually been to the hospital in Freehold. It's actually called Central State.
Okay.
Hospital. Well, for my aunts are only like 15 minutes from there, so various and sundry reasons between injuries or what have you.
Yeah. Yeah, I've had some dumb reasons why I went to the hospital. One time when I was younger, I bit into a slice of pizza, and I had a tooth that no one knew about, and it started dangling in my mouth. And it come to find out it was like an extra molar. So my mom like drove me to the hospital because it was like 10 o'clock at night. And I get there, and the nurse just puts her gloves on and pulls the tooth out, and I was just like, "Holy shit!" I was born with like extra molars, and one decided to come out that one time.
So there's Kumar's father at the hospital there, right?
He's starting to cut him off if he doesn't start taking life seriously, which he's supposed to be 22 years old. Come on.
Yeah, who takes life seriously at 22? Come on.
Yeah.
And there's like the suck up there resident.
No, that's his brother.
That's his brother?
Yeah, it's supposed to be his brother.
They don't look like brothers, but okay.
I know. And like he makes up with his dad and his brother, and then makes it look like he's going to interview tomorrow, but nope, he just got their ID passes so they could get the medical marijuana.
Yeah. Oh wow. Harold like has every right though to be pissed at him. He's like, dude, I'm busting my ass at this shit job I have, and you're basically getting, being a doctor handed to you.
Just getting high all the time.
Yeah, and you're wasting.
I'd be a little
uptight
too.
Yeah, I'd be a little pissed at him too. I'm like, dude, it's cool and all that. Your dad pays for the thing. Ryan Reynolds.
And this is like Ryan Reynolds before he hit it big, because this is still 2004. I think this is like Two Guys, a Girl, in a Pizza Place Ryan Reynolds right here.
It could be, yeah.
I don't even know if Waiting had came out yet, which I don't know if that was that big of a hit. I know I loved it. That and Just Friends, which are two great movies of his. So
I think those were both 2006. I want to say, or 2005. Yeah. He had done Blade Trinity came out the same year.
Yeah, and that was a horrible movie.
He had done Van Wilder.
Okay, Van Wilder had been out. Okay.
Yeah. But, yeah, then Waiting, and then Smoking Aces, Just Friends, definitely maybe, Adventureland, Wolverine started coming out. So, yeah, this is like right on the cusp of him breaking big.
Then he was in Green Lantern, which was a horrible, horrible movie.
Which I get reminded of all the time because I go to the Six Flags in New Jersey. Has a Green Lantern roller coaster. It's a stand-up coaster, and it's Ferris Aviation is all themed and all that stuff. Ugh.
Oh, I would love that though.
Yeah. I'm like almost every time we're there, it's getting hosed off from somebody throwing up on it. Though it's the only ride in the park that happens on.
That someone throws up on?
Mm-hmm. Have you ever been on a stand-up roller coaster?
Yeah, Apollo's Chariot. And, I think it was either Busch Gardens or King's Dominion. I can't remember which one it's at.
I think it's Busch Gardens.
It makes people throw up?
This one does, yeah. Maybe it's the design. I don't know, but yeah, it's not horrible, but like it's like almost every other time like they're running one train because the other one had somebody's puke on it.
God, could you imagine like riding a roller coaster, having fun, and then some vomit just smacks you in the face?
That
mess a day up.
Yeah, kind of.
But with that scene, you got to see how good of a Dr. Kumar would actually be.
Mm-hmm.
So, and Harold finish his work so they can just relax now.
16 candles. Whoa. And there's this dream girl.
Yep. What was Curly Sue? That was one of them. What is that, a John Hughes movie or?
Yeah, Curly Sue was a John Hughes movie.
Okay.
Wow, 1 in the morning. Just pretend to be a nerdy Asian version of Tom Hanks, and she's a hot Latina Meg Ryan
with bigger tits.
Of course, who's this girl's going to be here alone at 1 in the morning?
Yeah.
Oh shit! He just freaks out.
And Harold's head stuck.
Unstuck. Oh shit! Then they go down. Oh man.
Just destroy his fourth car. I love how he blames him when that was 100% his fault that he did that. Oh, pop tire.
Oh. Yes. I've gotten slow flats or hit potholes.
Yeah, I was driving my girlfriend's car and hit a curb and popped the tire. That was a great day for me right there. Another one is I ran over something and knocked the tire loose. So that was great. And I was like, just call AAA for this.
No.
Yeah, AAA.
Mm-hmm. I got a flat once, right before I was, getting some things like what Harold and Kumar enjoy in this movie, besides White Castle. Like literally right before. Not fun. Oh, here comes the creepy tow truck driver.
Freak Show.
Freak Show, that's right, that's his name.
And it always makes me laugh because that's Christopher Maloney.
Oh.
Stabler from SVU.
Yeah.
And it's so funny because he's such a hard ass in that show, but in this movie and the next one, he plays like a character like this, and it always makes me laugh.
Well, wasn't he in Wet Hot American Summer or something like that too?
Yeah, he was. He was the cook in that always would talk to the
can.
Yeah, the can.
It's too funny.
And he's singing all these Jesus songs. Name's Randy, but everyone calls me Freak Show. As he has all these boils on his face.
Oh, I know, they're pretty gross. Yeah.
And they say their names, and he says their names wrong.
I'll have it right fixed up in a jiffy.
With this Hulk Hogan skullet that he has going.
Oh, yeah. And the boils everywhere.
Just pulsating.
Some sort of pus coming out.
It's like, look at the boil.
Oh,
that's
that's just gross.
They're having like this whisper thing. Like, his ears are disgusting.
Oh, gross. Disgusting.
The line he says, me and my friends still say to this day, I heard everything you said. I'll look like they're about to be murdered. It's about to turn into a horror movie.
It looks like a scene out of U-Turn or something.
Yeah.
My wife, whatever you want to do, my casa, it's your casa.
Just don't do anything the good Lord wouldn't do.
We're gonna die.
And I love how like Harold's like, we're gonna die. He's like, did you not hear that? He said we can have sex with his wife.
Yes, it's too funny. This is like right out of a horror movie. And he walks in there, it's like, holy Jesus.
Yes. Reminds me of like a relative's house. Just walking with all that.
And there's Malin Ackerman as Freakshow's wife.
Yeah, that was the first time I ever saw her.
Yeah.
I certainly enjoyed this role that she had.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, she's not afraid to show it.
Yeah.
This is in that Ben Stiller movie.
The Heartbreak Kid, right?
Mm-hmm. She's nuts in that one. She's... Actually, I really liked her in Couples Retreat.
Yeah, she was really funny in Couples Retreat. That's a really good, like, solid...
Mm-hmm.
You turn on TV and that's all. Well,
Yeah.
I know what I'm watching for the next hour and a half.
Oh, yeah.
It's like comfort TV shows.
Yeah.
Comfort movies, too. You can just turn your brain off and watch them, which is always good.
How's a guy like Freak Show?
Shows him, like, working on the car in the backyard.
We met at choir practice.
All the hideous boils on his face. Him singing is the greatest part. Did you watch Righteous Gemstones? That was on HBO with Danny McBride.
No.
It's about them being basically like mega church pastors with John Goodman, Adam Devine, and
Oh yeah, I think I remember that promo. I was like,
that was pretty good.
Kumar's like rock scissors paper.
It's like, she's like, no, I want both of you at the same time.
She is definitely DTF.
Yes, she is.
Give me the double stuff.
Oh.
This is yeah, this is
Yeah, it's definitely something they don't have on the edited version.
No. I bet you Calvin's done this though. Oh boy, here we. He's like, I'm going up here. Okay.
He's like, I want to come too.
I can do it.
I love how he has like all the blood, like dry blood still on him and everything.
Hey now.
Yep.
And they're like, uh-oh, where is Freak Show?
And Freak Show's gone.
And here he is.
And he's holding a crowbar, which makes you think he'll go crazy and kill him.
He's like, what are you doing with my wife? You did. Oh, wait.
You said
You
it?
sure?
I love his laugh. It's the Weezy.
Well, since we all here.
Force him.
He probably had so much fun in all that makeup.
Oh, 100%. Just messing with people. And they're like, let's never talk about this ever again. Lost in the middle of nowhere. So how how was it like driving without like maps and everything? Would you just have to write everything down, or did you have one of those big ass maps back in the day?
I guess you had maps, and you know, you wrote down directions from people, and had to have a decent sense of direction. You know, and it was the olden days. You know, the 1800s. Yeah. You know, you guys all, some of you younger guys, all have never not had like MapQuest and GPS and all that.
Yeah, I had the TomTom in my car, and then I had like, you know, Google Maps on my phone. So it's just been like, all right, I know where to go. And this is the first time I'd seen Neil Patrick Harris, and I thought he's so funny in this movie.
Oh, because you didn't grow up watching Doogie Howser like my age did.
That was before my time, so I was like,
I love Doogie Howser. That was a fun show.
And he wasn't really doing anything, right?
No, not for a while, no.
And this, like, I guess, jump-started his career again with this, and then How I Met Your Mother, and he was great in Gone Girl. I don't know if you saw that. He was...
Yes, I've seen Gone Girl, oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Just, and he...
little MPH.
Yeah, MPH. Get some poontang, then we'll go to White Castle.
Fur burgers.
Fur burgers.
The Doogie line always works on strippers.
So what's the Doogie line? Just
I don't know. Well, he says I'm Doogie Howser. I mean, I guess.
Okay, I didn't know if he said something in the TV show or something.
No, he was a kid. It was like what's that Freddie Highmore show? The Good Doctor.
Okay.
It was like that, but like more like a sitcom with like a heart kind of thing.
Okay.
And he had a best friend, I think Vinny. The guy's name he was one of Tony's goons on The Sopranos. He said, "Hey, Duke, what you doing, Duke? Hey, yo." Uh-oh. Hey, the extreme assholes.
Yep. Just one guy screams, "Just extreme."
NPH is high on X.
Yeah. Starts just.
It's freaking dinosaur.
One thing I love about watching like old movies is like seeing all the like logos for like everything and see how they changed. And you see like the old Diet Pepsi logo.
Yeah. He speaks to him in Hindi. You know, in New Jersey, it's illegal to pump your own gas.
Really?
Yeah, there's only full serve stations in New Jersey.
So you have to go and like get out. Like, do you stay in the car while they?
You
pump
sit in
the
the
gas?
car. You say how much, and then you tell them fill it up. Regular. Fill it up this, whatever. And it's cheaper too. Gas in Jersey, their tax is much lower. Like people are always like, if you're going from New Jersey somewhere else, you're like, oh, I got to fill up. I got to top off before I get out of Jersey.
So do you tip them more? Do you tip them when you?
Nope, not at all. Because nobody uses full serve in New York or Connecticut unless it's like the only option, but because it's usually like 10, 20 cents more a gallon.
Damn, I had no idea.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That would be weird. I just couldn't imagine that, just sitting in the car.
I dated a girl from New Jersey. I was working at a club in Connecticut, and she knew one of the guys that worked there and got her a job there. And she had never pumped gas before. She didn't know how to do it. She went to a self-serve, and she couldn't understand why the guys weren't pumping it for her.
I sat outside for 20 minutes.
Yeah, she wasn't the smartest girl, but but what do you do in your early 20s? So
yeah. So they just got punked out by the extreme assholes, and then NPH steals their car.
Yes.
And he runs off, almost hits a light pole as he runs away.
That's like they have the look on their face like, yep, that's pretty much perfect.
Doogie Howser just steal my fucking car.
Yeah, I think he did. Harold finally loses it. You had to pick up a hitchhiker.
Have you ever picked up a hitchhiker?
No.
Yeah.
No, I'm afraid I'm going to have, there's something about Mary's going to happen to me.
Yeah, exactly. Or, yeah. That's one thing I never understood. Like, I watch, these, murder documentaries in the 70s, and they're like, yeah, we picked up hitchhikers all the time. It's like, did you have a death wish? I could just never imagine that.
7-minute ass. We'll give you as good a workout as the 8-minute folk, but, just in 1 minute less. That's a movie I got to do on the show one day. It's not like my wish list.
What movie is it?
There's Something About Mary.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I haven't seen that movie in forever. I remember, don't touch my headphones.
You seen my baseball?
And when Brett Favre shows up at the end, someone goes, Brett Favre, what are you doing here? He goes, I'm playing the Dolphins, asshole. It's just the line that trips me out because oh, Brett Favre's gonna be nice, and it's like, no, he's kind of a dick. Kind of a dick.
It's like 2 a.m. Nobody's coming up. The police come. Oh, this guy plays an asshole almost. Yeah. I think he played a cop in Dazed and Confused.
He looks like one of the asshole cops from Super Troopers with the that was on the other department.
You never showed Doogie Howser? He stole my car.
It's like, I love that show, Doogie.
MPH would never do that. It's 2:30 in the morning, not a car ride. You're going to get a jaywalking. That is a fucked up ticket.
I don't even know if that's real, right? That hopefully isn't real.
No. But, if you were to get a ticket like that, I got a ticket in New Jersey once. The cop was a dick.
What'd you do?
I was getting towards the bridge. I was on the way back from my grandmother's funeral, actually, and I'm on 46, which is this little route that goes concurrent the same way like the Turnpike does, but it leads right up to the George Washington Bridge, and it's traffic, and I needed to get gas anyway, legit, and people, I get in the shoulder for a hot second to pull into a gas station, and as I'm getting filled up, I'm watching this cop pulling people over for driving in the shoulder. I pull out of the gas station, pulls me over for driving in the shoulder. I said, I got in the shoulder going to the gas station. And then, finally, he goes over and he comes back and he's like, look, I'm going to give you a ticket for not wearing a seatbelt. I was like, what?
Oh, my God.
He's like, or I could give you the ticket for driving your shoulder, which is blah, 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 this many points on your license and this how much. And he's like, which one do you want? I'm like, I'll take the seatbelt. Your wise beyond your years. I was like, what a dick.
That's just a power thing, just being a dick to be a dick.
So Harold gets arrested. Oh, there's a kid from Princeton, the drug dealer. His mom's picking him up. There's Tidy Whiteys.
Get in the car, Bradley Thomas. Yeah, thankfully, I haven't had, knock on wood, any like that. I just got underage possession of alcohol on my 20th birthday party, which my buddy threw for me, and it was the first time I'd ever drank. Was when I was 20. So my buddy threw me a party. It got busted with 6 other people, and then we all carpooled together to court. And I was like, if I lose my license, I'm gonna have to call my parents to come pick me up. So that's the risk you guys are taking. And then so I got a year probation, and I had to go to these ASAP classes, which were Virginia alcohol stuff. Well, when I had the class, we also carpooled to the class because we all had it together. And the first day, you're supposed to go around in there and tell your story. So the person starts it. I was at his party, at his place with all these people. So they finally get to me, and it's like, yeah, you guys have already heard the story. But yeah, the first time I ever got drunk, party got busted.
Oh.
I remember, like I said, I'm from a small town, and I got home and I was going upstairs. My parents have a bunch of Yorkies, and I woke them up, and she's like, "Why are you home?" And I was like, "Well, I want to tell you before everyone else finds out. I got a ticket last night for underage possession of alcohol." And I hear my dad start laughing in the back room. "No, you didn't." I was like, "I got it downstairs." And then my mom was like, "Well, you're an adult. You'll pay for it." I was like, "No, I'm just letting you know before you're at, like, Food Lion or something, and someone comes up and is like, 'I'm sorry to hear what happened to you, Sherry.' And you're like, have to hear it from a third party." But, yeah, that was... It was like 12 of us that got busted.
Wow. Yeah, we all have, you know... I mean, there are plenty of times I got close to getting tickets or even worse. But, you know, luckily escaped that. But Kumar breaks into the police station and calls in a shooting. Because I'm hungry. Let's go get some burgers, man.
Become a fugitive.
Oh, man. This guy's like, whatever, dude.
Gotta find the keys. I would still be trying to do those keys if that was me trying to figure out which one was which.
That's a lot of keys.
Yeah.
What's that smell?
Then he smells the weed. Which old Bradley Thomas left.
Yes. Kumar's like a drug-sniffing dog here. See how big his eyes are.
This is a great, like, montage right here.
Or him in the having like the best date ever. Him in the bag of weed. Oh God.
And like they're having sex. Him and...
I'm sure Kumar would do that to a bag of weed.
Then he marries it. It shows like their marital problems that they have.
I'm learning to make coffee, you fucking whore.
And the bag of weed's crying. He's like, "I love you." It was like in Happy Gilmore. "Oh, go on, leave." "I didn't mean that. I loved you. I love you."
Oh, the cops are back. Uh-oh.
Yeah, this is probably not going to be good.
He'll try to escape. Like, I'm just here reading a book.
Just trying to break free. Get him. Got a gun. Yeah. And they steal the stuff that they had written.
They're totally ignoring them. Whose hand is that?
They run, they get away.
I don't even know if that's a real place, Muckleburg, New Jersey.
Muckleburg.
We were completely poor to being millionaires.
So one thing that we hadn't noticed, hadn't talked about, is that in the background of this movie, there's been the subplot of a cheetah that's loose.
Oh.
You hear it when they first turn on the TV, and when they're like the cheetah got away from the zoo, and people are looking for it. And then when they're in the radio in the car with the presets, you hear that the cheetah's still on the loose. So I like how they were doing little breadcrumbs, and then you see holy shit!
Not known for eating humans, it takes out a body. You know what this is probably a riff on? There has been, I don't know how many times it happened, but there was a tiger that got loose in New Jersey.
Oh shit! Really?
Yeah, there's a tiger farm out there. I mean, I've never seen tiger carry anything, but you have Six Flags Great Adventure, which has a wild animal park, and it's not related, but that's still people would think that's where the tiger came from. It got out of there, which actually it didn't. It was actually 10 miles from where my aunts are.
That's terrifying.
Yeah. So.
Like, I'm not putting out any of the dogs or the cats or anything. So they get the cheetah high. Which I like. The cheetah, blows out the smoke and everything.
It's awesome. I don't know. What would you do? I don't know. I would be scared of a cheetah, but I'm like, I mean, they're fast, but how really, it's not like they're like a leopard or something or a lion.
I would be worried about one of those paws hitting me and then ripping me apart. So it look like because I'm a little bit on the bigger side. They might see some meat that they want, and that's all they wrote for me, Andy.
Yeah. They're riding the cheetah. Am I really high or is this actually working? Oh, Harold just goes flying.
He has this crazy dream sequence now, which is him on the elevator.
Land of burgers. Oh my god. I totally forgot about this part.
So would I. And he's dressed like someone you would see in a club in the early 2000s, I'm guessing. Is that right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Especially with the glasses and everything.
Oh yeah.
You always saw that in movies and everything.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, this was kind of the look back then. He just shoots the cop.
My
Bullets
only
are
weakness.
bullets. Oh yeah, with the shirt open, the whole thing. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Did you pull that look off, Andy? Did you pull it off?
No. Well, my time was in the 90s.
So were you wearing a flannel?
I did the. Well, no, that was college. Flannel was college. But then I tried to rock the vests and cowboy boots and stuff back in the 90s.
The vest, a cowboy way?
No, I had the cowboy boots under the jeans.
Oh,
and then
okay.
you wear a suede vest over a button-up shirt.
Okay.
It was cool, man.
I'll take your word for it. I've just always dressed like a bum. Basketball shorts and a t-shirt is my go-to thing. If I go out now, it's jeans and a t-shirt. But there was a time when I would wear college shirts and everything. When I was in college.
Yeah. Do you have good jeans? I'm wearing my good jeans now because I got to go out to dinner.
No, they're all the same.
Okay.
They're all the same. All the jeans are the same.
I remember on Survivor, they had to one season they had to get dressed up. I think it was Rupert's first time, and he's like, "I'm out here. I'm wearing my good jeans."
Yeah, all of them are the same. I mean, if I really dress up, I guess I'll wear a suit or something because I got a suit or khakis or something. But yeah, it's looking back at some of the stuff. I admit I used to wear jorts.
Oh,
so it was real rough. MPH comes with strippers and he does cocaine off a stripper's ass. And then insult to injury, Harold gets the water splashed on him from the car.
All right. If I was him, I would have that big thing of weed in Harold's work bag. Me walking around with that shit showing. Poor Harold. Oh, hot dog heaven. And there are the extreme assholes again.
Yep. And they'd be racist, call him a boo. It's Jesus, guys are everywhere.
Curry Slurpee. That sounds actually disgusting. They made it to the hot dog place.
But then it's what the hell have they been doing the whole time? Because it's after 1 o'clock. It's 2:30 in the morning.
They're enjoying those hot dogs a little much.
Yeah. I don't know. A chili cheese hot dog would sound pretty amazing, though.
Oh, yeah.
When I get my fat shit trophy for winning something.
Yeah. Calls him Miyagi. Oh my god.
Hey, Cobra Kai makes that cool again, asshole.
Yeah.
I still need to finish season 2 of that.
Oh my god. What the frick are you waiting for?
Well, I'd watched season 1 back when it was on YouTube, like Red.
Mm-hmm.
And then with season 2 started, I was like, I'm going to watch it. And now that it's on Netflix, I've forgotten what happened in season 1. So I need to go back and do that. But I need to finish The Good Place season 4 first.
Oh, okay.
So.
Yeah, I watched that as it aired.
Oh, it's so good. It's a show that I didn't think I'd like, but like I forkin' loved. Andy.
Yes, forkin'. That's awesome. Look at Harold finally flips and steals their Jeep here, whatever this thing is.
Yeah.
Their truck.
Yeah. OJ's Jeep, that's what it is.
Thank
OJ's
you. Come again. That was so not extreme.
And then they like find some tunes in the Extreme Mix 5, and then they find out that they're listening to like
Total Eclipse of the Heart.
Yeah.
Those guys are fucking posers, man.
Then the Wilson, was it Wilson?
We have Amy Grant first.
Yeah.
Wilson Phillips, yeah.
Wilson
Baby,
Phillips,
baby. I remember that song was hot, yeah. And they're like trying not to get down to it. Hold on for one more day. Well, that song was really good in Bridesmaids. That's at the end of the movie.
Yeah, did you like that movie?
Yeah, I think it's good.
See, the whole time I just thought it just seemed like a female hangover to me, and I couldn't get into it.
Kinda, I could see that. There was also another one called Bachelorette that had Kirsten Dunst, but I never saw that one.
Yeah, I remember that. I never watched it either.
Yeah.
So I was like, I know what they're trying to do.
They could have done a Bridesmaids sequel, actually. I would have done
Kristen Wiig getting there?
No, I would have done Kristen Wiig and what's her face? The woman who plays Helen. I would have had them opening up like a catering business together and just shit going sideways.
Oh, that would have been fun.
Yeah.
I did like Cherry Hill. So is Cherry Hill a real place?
Yeah, Cherry Hill is actually a real place.
Okay.
Cherry Hill is very it's from what I understand it's got some well-to-do people.
Affluent.
Yeah. I think it's middle to high income, yeah, or high middle income town. Off-road. What were you gonna say about Bridesmaids?
Oh, like the only I wasn't a big fan of the movie, but I did like that guy that Kristen Wiig dated, like the cop. I thought he was so funny.
Oh yeah, the Irish guy, Chris O'Dowd.
Yeah. And then I found out he was in the IT Crowd, which I haven't watched, but I've seen enough the YouTube clips to feel like I have. Mm-hmm. So.
Well, that was Melissa McCarthy's real breakout. I mean, she had done a couple of things up to then, but that was like she became huge after that.
Yeah, I enjoy her. She's funny in the movie as well, and I like her in the other movies she's done.
Yeah,
even like
the Heat. That's not going.
Even in like the not so good one where she like has the kid and her husband leaves her and then she goes back to college. That wasn't that great.
Oh yeah, mm-hmm. Yeah.
I've watched that during the past 8 months. So
Life of the Party, yeah.
Yeah.
And they find a White Castle down there.
They found their White Castle. They're about to go hang gliding. Have you been hang gliding?
No, I've never done it. I might if I had the opportunity.
The closest thing I've done to that is like, at like some theme parks where they have like the bungee jump type thing. Mm-hmm. That's the closest I've done to that.
Ah, no, I've never done that.
I don't know what I was thinking when I did it, but it was pretty cool. And like, that's how long ago it was. The place that did it, I have a VHS somewhere, or it's at my buddy's parents' house because it was our families went vacation together, and me and him decided to do it. And I was like, "Jeez." So you don't get your White Castle burger with cheese?
No,
it's just
no.
the little onions. Do you put
onions,
any like
onions, the kind of shriveled pickle, and a little bit of ketchup in there? Yeah, because it's like liquid cheese, but I mean that's what it is on the menu when I was growing up going there. Because my dad never brought it home, like cheeseburger. So, I mean, because I'll get a cheeseburger over a hamburger any day of the week, but not White Castle.
Yeah,
just, there's something about White Castles and you inhale those things so fast too.
Well, down here they have Crystals. Do they have Crystals up north?
Nah, I've never even heard of that.
It's like a White Castle knockoff. I've never been to it. They're usually like attached to gas stations, which makes it sound real suspect. But yeah, I can't. I've only just been to White Castle, and it's only been like the 2 times.
Oh man, now I'm craving White Castles now.
I'm thinking the same thing, but I'm like, damn, it's probably so bad for you because like I try not to eat that much fast food anymore, and it would just wreck my stomach.
Yeah, I had it. I think I had it like in June. I think it was the last time I had it.
Up and Kumar left a bag of weed in the Extreme car, and the cop found it, so they're going to bust those assholes. And
penis crop circle.
Do you remember when people were obsessed with the crop circles, thought aliens were making them, and it was found out it was all these bored ass farmers?
Yeah. Although there are actually the Nazca lines, which are legit, and they never proven why that was done. But that's like down in like South America. I've watched a bunch of Ancient Aliens due to my job, so I've seen a lot of them.
I remember when they used to host that stuff on Fox, and I would watch it, and I would be like, this is amazing. And, like, I would like to believe that there's aliens because, it can't be we're just the only people in the universe.
Another thing about New Jersey that's really stupid, you can't make left turns a lot of places.
What?
Yeah, all turns are from the right. So basically they have this, like, you turn off, and it's like you can either, like, do a U-E, or you can, if you want to, like, go left, you have to go right first. It's a dumb state.
That sounds ass backwards.
30 sliders, 5 fries.
I went to say, except make mine Diet Cokes. What's the difference with Diet Cokes with that? Nothing. You're eating like 15,000 calories.
Yeah. They get all the way to White Castles and they don't have their money on them.
Yes. Then MPH shows up to save the day.
Wait, that is some blonde hair he's got going too.
I know. Did you ever have the frosted tips?
No.
Yeah,
that's not frosted. That is full on.
Yeah, that's just full on blonde. Yeah. There's a dick move on my part.
That's why I'm paying for your food, man.
And then he calls him a prick under his breath after he's like, yeah, it's a dick move. Here's $50 for the burger and $200 for the car.
Like some
There's some love stains back seat. So not only did he make them, he didn't even clean them up. Wherever God takes me.
Oh, yeah, my God.
Yeah, this looks really good right now. And it might be because I'm a little hungry and trying to decide if I want, like, cookies or ice cream after this, but this looks amazing.
I have legit had that much food on the table in front of me and a few of my friends.
Did you eat it all?
Yeah. This is back in, like, college, like, high school, college, early 20s. Yeah, I could eat all this shit. And I was, like, literally, like, 160 pounds.
Must be nice. You get the meat sweats from that? Look, just...
Didn't matter back then, man. My metabolism was so fast, it didn't matter. Now it's the opposite.
Yes. So are the fries good? Or are they?
They're fine. They're fine.
I don't think I've ever had the fries. We just got like the case.
I mean, if I'm going to get one or the other, I'm getting onion rings from White Castle. Like it's up there with Burger King's. Like I don't like a lot. Like Burger King, you just burp that shit up all day, and taste it after for a day after you eat it. But like the onion rings from Burger King and White Castle, like those are pretty damn cool.
Now you're making me hungry.
The douches from work.
Yep, and they had 2 girls with them. I love Kumar, and seeing Neil Patrick Harris made me realize I always wanted to be a doctor.
That's a major epiphany here.
Harold stands up to his bosses.
This guy thinks he's tough.
You're not quick enough to think of a comeback.
Here's the news. I am quick enough. Cockboy.
He thinks he got him.
He's like calling him out for
Everything.
Yep. There you go, Harold.
Yeah.
He's calling him out. You both go kind of from their punch to Atlantic City. Right in front of the door.
Like, the girls look like...
What?
And I love how, Kumar, flinches at him. It makes...
One of them looks like hot Amy Schumer there.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Look a little bit like Amy Smart.
Yeah. God, Amy Schumer. Oof. I've seen her in her cooking show. It's like, what happened to you?
I think she popped out a kid, didn't she?
Yeah.
I haven't seen her. I actually saw her stand up when she came to Nashville. It wasn't that bad.
Yeah. I don't know. I think she's okay. I mean, she can be funny, but nah.
I'm just a big fan of stand up too.
Yeah.
I try to go as much as possible.
Mm-hmm. And Harold gets that spot. Now that never happens either. That to anybody, you get that spot right in front of your building. Never happens.
Yeah, hell, when I worked, when I lived in an apartment, I would pull up and park in the same spot. And somehow it still would never have that same spot.
Look like you guys had some night.
But yeah, I'm pretty sure that they smell horrible too.
Yeah.
So not even. He goes, I gotta urinate.
He's like, here, stay in the elevator.
Looks like she's moving out. And he doesn't even do a nice line here. He says, look like you have some baggage. It's like, what kind of line are you leading with here? You sure got a lot of baggage. She's like, what?
She's like,
Both just awkward. Harold's hitting all the high spots now. He told the people what's up, and now he's telling the girl that he's basically in love with her.
Yeah. And she was in for it too. And then
Leanne can marry someone like Freak Show.
White Castle, so I'm a little dizzy. Oh, she's into it. There you go.
Yeah. Nice little makeout session. In the elevator. They should have had an Aerosmith elevator going down. Missed opportunity here.
There you go. Yeah. Well, maybe because Liv Tyler's not in the movie.
Yes. Was that I thought that was odd when I discovered that she was in his music videos. Was that like odd in the 90s when that was coming out? Did no one think that was weird? Or
I think that's when we all learned it. We didn't know that, and her and Alicia Silverstone.
Okay, I wasn't sure because I remember watching those videos and I was like, that's weird that his daughter's in these music videos kind of being sexualized. It's odd.
Yeah, rock and roll, baby.
Yeah, but like you don't want to be Johnny Lee Lewis, right? That was the guy that married his cousin.
Yeah. Yeah. So come on, we got to go to Amsterdam.
Perfect. Sets up the sequel and everything.
Ooh, Captain Crunch.
That's my favorite. No, sorry, Cinnamon Toast Crunch is my favorite cereal. I still eat it to this day.
Yeah, my son loves that. Once in a blue moon, I can eat it. Lucky Charms is my guilty pleasure when it comes to cereal.
That's a good one. That's a real good one.
Or a peanut butter Captain Crunch is better than regular Captain Crunch.
Have you had Reese Puffs? But that destroys your mouth, like the top of it.
Mm-hmm.
But it sets up the sequel if I'm going to Amsterdam. And then you see the headline where the professor and the attorney are suing the state of New Jersey.
So for nothing less than justice. There you go. Yeah, what was I going to say? I totally... There's another cereal thing. Have you ever had Captain Crunch chicken?
Captain Crunch chicken? No.
Oh, you should Google it. It's on the It was on the Planet Hollywood menu, and basically it's an appetizer. It's just chicken fingers, but like Captain Crunch is into breading. It is so good. Oh my god.
Oh, and the third thing that popped up was air fryer. May have to try that out in the whole air fryer.
There you go. I got one. I've only used it for French fries so far. I only had it for like a month. Actually, I did some wings in there. Well, I reheated wings.
I got one like 2 months ago and haven't even tried it yet. Okay. May have to try this. I just found the recipe right now.
There you go. Good stuff.
Yes, and that brings us to the end of the movie, which is a nice little watch.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
All right, so speaking of good stuff, though, what do you got going on out there? What other pods have you been on? What you got coming up that you can direct people to? Any social media presence that you want to mention?
We will be recording later this month the Blockbuster Rewind. Like I said earlier, that will be on this feed, the PTM Pop feed. Look forward to that. I was on the Ruthlessly Aggressive podcast with Jacob Williams 2 episodes ago. Check that out. That's a fun listen. Goes over the 2002 WWE, which is a transition period. That's a lot of fun. I'll be on. That's it. And I can be reached on Twitter at Scott_Shifflett.
All right. You were also on episode 2 of Making Mount Rushmore. That was the Marvel and DC villains. A lot of fun.
Yes, that was a great episode. I really enjoyed doing that.
And coming up, we're going to be recording 2 more episodes soon. We have the 90s It Girl and 90s It Guys, as well as 80s comedies and 80s action movies. So keep an eye on that. Those are dropping every other Monday on this very feed. More episodes of Laugh in Theater are coming. I have Mr. JT Rossero's coming back. We're going to watch Beer Fest together, as well as other movies we're going to be watching soon include Fast Times at Ridgemont High, Robin Hood Men in Tights, and Ted. The latest Year in Pop is out, 1985. 1986 will be coming in about a month. There'll be a new great debate coming very soon. I'm getting together with the Brits, our friends from the Special Relations podcast. That is Rory, Callum, and Ben. We're going to talk to them about a lot of... I'm going to go into their wheelhouse. So should be fun stuff. Pop Goes the Classics, the Disney series will be back very soon, as well as other great fun stuff coming on here on the PlayStation Pop feed. Don't forget to check me out also on the PlayStation Wrestling feed. The latest episode of Evolution is out right now. That was myself and Mr. J. Arsenio D'Amato. We broke down the career of Rowdy Roddy Piper. A lot of fun. I really love doing that show because I get to talk to a super fan of a wrestler, and they get to educate me, basically. The next guest has been booked. I'm not going to reveal just yet who the wrestler is that we're going to talk about, but It's going to be quite a bang of a podcast, if you know what I mean, as well as a new episode of Great Debate Wrestling will be coming out, as with the Brits as well. Going to kill two birds, one stone during that record sesh. Don't forget, check out everything going on at PlaceToBeNation.com. Check out all the feeds, the Jenny's Position, North-South Connection, the Place to Be Nation Wrestling Network, all kinds of great and fun stuff. So, we got a lot going on here at Place to Be Nation. Also, if you are a trivia nut, you love doing trivia nights, you are particular, know everything there is to know about Friends or Seinfeld or Harry Potter or whatever, keep an eye out. We're going to be having a casting call very soon. We have a game show pod coming very soon. It's going to be called PTB Trivia Night. Probably won't be debuting for another month or two, but we are getting in the planning stages, and we want to get that done very soon and out there for everybody's entertainment. So, send us a note if you're interested. We will have that casting call up on the Facebook page very soon. But I want to thank my friend and my guest, Scott Shifflett, for stopping by Laughing Theater tonight. Scott, thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks so much for having me, Andy. I had a lot of fun tonight.
All right, and those of you out there who listen, thank you very much for stopping by the theater. But for now, the theater is closed. And we'll see you at the next showing. Take care, everybody.
Oh God.